Hello and welcome back to the Lah Project. I am your host for today. I am Han Royani, and with me today, my co-host
BJ, what's up?
Yeah, so today we also have special guests from the last episode. These guys just want to stick around, I guess. Yeah,
they didn't shower from last week though.
Yeah, we also wearing the
both
same
of them.
shirt.
Both of them.
Both of them
Didn't shower.
We
I did. We did. You're wet.
Yeah,
we just
exactly.
showered. We just showered.
Save water, guys. Save water.
Yeah, so on the show today we have former radio and TV personality Nikki, and also Irfan, comedian and also musician. Give it up for Irfan and Nikki. Thank you guys so much.
And also possibly related to
To royalty.
Okay, so in this episode we will talk more about some local news that happened. So in the last episode we were talking about Israel, Palestine, and a few other news that happened around the world. But now we will focus a little bit more about Malaysia. I mean, as you guys can see, we are all wearing traditional Malay garments. So I am wearing a full baju Melayu with tajak. BJ and Irfan, they're both wearing modern...
liberal, man.
Yes, liberal
uniform.
baju Melayu.
I got a bit of cleavage, modern.
Yeah. Oh man, I should have done that.
And Nikki is sporting a traditional kebaya.
Let's go.
Yeah.
And if anybody noticed, we all accidentally look like the Malaysian flag.
Oh my
Yeah, we
God.
do.
Yes. This was not planned.
It was not planned.
This is not planned, by the way.
God planned it.
Yeah.
Alhamdulillah, thank you.
Yes, it is all
We're
for...
very patriotic.
Yes, all for Hari Kemerdekaan, Independence Day. Yes. So, our first news, I'll just cover the news that we will talk about today before we head into the first topic. So, we have our PMX donating 200 million ringgit to Gaza. We also have foreign agents in Malaysia after supposedly PMX shows that we are a pro-Palestine country. Another news is involving a former minister, Rafizi Ramli, whose son was recently attacked. Hanayo mentioned there were no plans to bring F1 back. And our last story will be about the earthquake in Johor.
All right.
So, first news. The PMX is planning to donate 200 million ringgit to Gaza. Originally, it was supposed to be 100 million ringgit. But apparently, from what he mentioned, it was supposedly the will of the people, basically.
Oh, what? We wanted him to give more money.
Yeah.
I didn't even know we had 200 million to give away. Is it our idea?
Wait, so it was supposed to be
Holy
100 million, and then we were like, let's give
It
more.
was supposed to
Okay,
be.
but you know, like the timing of the announcement, I don't know. I think it was just like, oh, okay, we're gonna go give 100 million, and then I think it was like the next day, oh no, it's gonna be 200 million.
Exactly.
Wayang siot.
Yeah.
You know, like
Yeah.
it's like Trump,
For
like
real.
you know, with the tariffs when he
Yeah.
was like, oh, it's gonna be 200%, but actually no, it's 25.
yeah.
So much.
Yeah.
So it's like the same thing. Which okay, we're gonna give 100. No, 200.
Yeah.
Damn.
I mean,
Just say 200 from the beginning.
Just say 200 from the
Exactly.
beginning.
I mean, apparently this was under plan from 2 years ago. Actually, they sort of approved the plan to pretty much donate 100 million ringgit. But then recently it was approved, and then a day later they just mentioned that, oh, you know what? Instead of 100 million ringgit, we're just gonna donate 200 million ringgit.
Dude,
Yes.
they should have just kept the 200 million ringgit in-house and, I don't know, prepay for all the pencaleling. You know? RM3 now. Pencaleling is RM3, you know, betul?
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
It has been that way for years.
Was
Do
it?
you not go?
Wait.
Very
You would
rarely.
never.
Very rarely.
Dah lama 3
Very
ringgit.
rarely.
Oh my god, no wonder.
The fact that it is RM3,
I know.
Right?
I was livid
just
a few
because,
years
just
ago.
because,
a few years ago,
just
BJ.
because it links Taman Tun and Mont Kiara. Like,
Exactly.
are you kidding
Yeah,
me?
you're talking about the Bukit Kiara tu.
The one dekat Pecah
Yeah,
Lele.
betul ni.
Oh, okay, yeah.
The one through the tunnel. Yeah.
Through the tunnel. It's been
ridiculous.
I love
know when
his
it first
delays.
opened it was RM2, right?
Yeah.
And then by the time it got to RM3, I moved out the area. So I don't
see.
really use it that
So
much.
now you must tell
now
me.
it's come back.
Now.
Full circle. Right.
Yeah.
So it's
because I
affected you.
just used it.
Right.
I
Delayed
think I used it
righteous
twice
anger.
last week.
Yes, very
I
much.
used it twice last week.
Goodness.
I had to use it
Wow.
twice last week, both ways.
Oh my.
DJ. Sian.
Yeah,
That's
man.
24
Kesian.
ringgit.
The Gazan
No,
children
sorry.
don't know. They don't know
12
struggle, man. Really, you are going through some pain. right now.
Yeah.
There are kids in Sudan who's like, oh, BJ has to pay 3 ringgit right now.
I live in
Son.
Malaysia, Fan. I live in Malaysia, man. If I live in Sudan, I would share their fate, you know. It's okay. But I live in Malaysia, man, where
Yeah,
tolls are a thing.
Yeah.
You know?
That's true.
Yeah, I mean, like,
And all the good food is all in Atamas, in Mount Kiara. You know? You have to pay to go there, you know? It's either 250 or 3 ringgit. You. That's what I say. Like, keep that money. Like, keep that money now.
Yeah.
You know?
I
So
agree with
angry.
you. I just didn't know that this was going to be the trigger.
Yeah.
I had no idea.
I was thinking about it. I'm hungry. I haven't had lunch.
Oh,
I'm hungry.
okay, that's
I'm thinking about
why.
food.
Please excuse
I'm thinking about
BJ.
food.
yes, please. He's just
Yeah.
hangry
He's
at the
just
moment.
Oh, kesian.
No, anyways, back about the 200
Okay.
million ringgit.
Ridiculous.
That's a lot of money.
That's a lot of money.
And I mean, like right now, the B40 Malaysians, we are only getting like 100 ringgit of like benefits, aid from the government, basically. But 200 million ringgit, that's a lot of money.
Yeah, man.
You know what? Which can be used for a lot of things in Malaysia. Actually,
Yes.
we have so many issues that are still unresolved. A lot of people do not have access to like education, for example, like
Not
clean
even
water,
education, clean water. Yeah.
clean water,
Roads.
roads. Yeah, definitely. In Sabah, it's like a moon crater.
Potholes.
basically.
Potholes.
Potholes, yeah.
Potholes.
Yeah.
Have you been to Shalam?
Yeah.
To go that far.
Yeah.
Anywhere, in Malaysia.
Anywhere, yeah.
Yeah.
Anywhere, yeah.
So I think that, I mean, for Malaysians, maybe there's some other things that can be that can be benefited from having that kind of money.
I
know what
beg
I
to
mean?
differ.
Okay.
I think, of course, they say look after your own house first before you want to look outside.
Right.
But we're not suffering like how the
That's
people in
fair.
Gaza are suffering.
That's
We're
fair.
not facing a genocide. We, of course, like, cost of living has risen up so much. I mean, it's crazy, actually. But I think it's our responsibility to also help other people.
Yeah. I mean,
especially in Gaza, especially Palestine.
that's fair.
I think it's a cause that it's not just like a political cause or like for justice or which are strong enough arguments, but it's a cause that's very close to Muslims.
Of course.
Yeah,
of
yeah.
course.
Which we are. We are a Muslim
course.
nation, so I think it is definitely like it's like they are our ummah. We are one ummah, and
I mean, you're right. You're
a part of me is
definitely
like, give more, okay, but I'm not an economist, and I'm not struggling. I'm
Right.
not a person who really needs aid or anything.
Sure.
So of course this comes from maybe some sort of privilege,
Mm-hmm.
but for me, I think it's completely fair.
right. Okay.
And when because I worked in news, so I hear like 100 million here, 50 million there, 200 million is nothing with what the government spends on like all these projects, Project Ni, Project Tu, and a lot of the projects don't get implemented. A lot of the projects are failed projects. And we're just dropping millions, hundreds of millions, 10 million here.
Billions on a bailout.
Exactly. So to me, like 200 million to help Gaza, that's nothing.
Yeah,
How much have we spent? Sorry, how much have we spent in total for
Gaza?
yeah, aid to Gaza? Do you know that
I
number?
think earlier in the conflict, we sent something around 20 mil US, 30 mil US, around there, that figure. And then I don't know if we've been sending because there was that blockade. So I don't know if we've been sending, but this is the most significant amount, I think.
Yeah,
I think so, yeah.
definitely.
Has to be.
But that's my question. Like that's my wondering. It's okay. So I don't think there's a lack of people donating from around the world.
Yes.
Where's the money going
Yeah,
to?
exactly.
Yes.
Exactly.
Yes.
Because nothing is going into the enclave. So
Okay.
where is the money
Yeah.
going to?
Do you hear about the US/UN stockpile of food that they had in a warehouse? And then
It's like going expired.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was crazy. Like it was about to expire in like 6 months or something like that. And if they just like open it up and just give
Yeah,
it, it's like
exactly.
how many tons of food in there?
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
I just think that with it's not the amount of money that is bothering me. I think that the PMX can do something else instead of giving money, because I'm sure a lot of other countries do donate to Gaza. Maybe we can do something else, like with
Send a flotilla.
send a flotilla, or send our I know it's dangerous, but we can send like aid workers there, to help out the people, because right now, in terms of their aid distribution, in terms of healthcare, in terms of all the infrastructure, it's all like gone. So it's like everything they have to do it under rubbles and everything. So I think like
Something more concrete.
Because right now we are giving them aid, but even the aid distribution is not what do you call it, like not proper. You know what I mean? Like sometimes they would just drop it from the airplanes. Sometimes people would just be begging outside the what do you call it, pagar,
The fence.
the fence.
Yeah.
Sorry, people would just be waiting outside the fence, just waiting for the food. Yeah.
It's okay.
You
look
know,
very
it's
Malay.
yes.
Yeah.
I
Your
forgot-
Malayness is
yeah.
coming
Thinking
out.
in Malay today. Good. Very good. My English teacher last time tell me, don't think in Malay, think in English if you want to speak English.
Yes.
Yeah.
But you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what I mean. But basically, because of our strong stance on Palestine, there have been reports in Malaysia that there are a lot of foreign agents, like from
Intelligence
agencies. They are allegedly infiltrating Malaysia, and God knows what.
For what?
I mean,
What do we have here?
Intelligence, I guess.
yeah, they can either garner intelligence, or sometimes they can create or spread false information, spread propaganda, spread you know what I mean. Like they can influence the politicians here also, which is what happened to the US.
I don't know if that's purely because of the Palestine thing, because I do think Malaysia has a history of just being a very safe nation, but geographically significant, because we are near a lot of things. So yes, there is a possibility that has increased due to the conflict, but I do feel like it has existed for a while, where in terms of having a what's the word, like a litmus indicator of how things are going, Malaysia is a nice spot to be for intelligence.
Agreed.
Because you're dealing with a lot of things. Like it says like the Malaccan Strait has been the most important
Trade route.
trade route for centuries.
Yeah.
And that has not changed.
Yeah.
That has not changed. Correct.
And the Gazan conflict, I think, has added to that. But it would be interesting to see like how intelligence gathered here would affect the conflict. Because I don't know right now. I can't imagine how it would. Because even though, yes, we're sending aid and stuff, I don't know military-wise, are we doing that much in the conflict? No.
In fact, if you're talking about our defense spending as opposed to the money that we're sending to Gaza, is pennies.
So we are
And
spending way more on our military,
and where do you think the defense spending money is going? It's going to the contractors. You know?
You guys remember about the submarine that we were supposed to buy?
Yeah.
You remember what happened to that?
No.
What happened to that?
Apparently, it was like in a really old, like barely functioning submarine, and we
Right.
spent like
Right.
I don't know, tens of millions of ringgit on it,
Yeah.
and it's barely functioning.
The Scorpion ones, right?
I
Is
think-
that the
I think so.
Scorpion submarines?
Yes,
Yeah, I
it
think
was
it was
a
that
Those
one.
were
former-
hefty. Those like 250 mil.
Yeah,
Something like that,
yes.
yeah.
And one of them was barely even working. It was
But
so old.
but the submarines are not that much of a point of contention. It's more the jets, I think.
it's more
the jets
Right,
that we've been
right.
buying, the fighter jets. Because we buy from both sides essentially. We buy the Sukhois from the Russians. We also buy the F-15s, the Raptors, and all that from the Americans. So like, and those F-15s are not cheap. You know, some of them go up to close to billions
Yeah.
per. You know, and that's the kind of money that we are
So if we
giving the people that are making the bombs to be dropped on Gaza. You understand what I mean?
yes.
So,
But let's say if we do spend a lot on military and we do have some military capabilities, do you think it is possible for us to align ourselves with other nation and do a military intervention in Israel?
not until we make our own military stuff.
We have to make our own.
If
That's
you
what
want,
you think.
if you want to be real about it, you have to make your own military stuff because right now all our stuff is
bought
foreign.
from the US.
Yeah. And if it's US, one thing is that they could
They can
easily.
stop that
Yeah.
supply chain very
Yeah.
quickly. Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
That
And-
is that is like the bottom of the problem. I think the supply chain.
Yeah.
What's more important is like, what if a plane crashes mid-air? You know, that kind of thing. They have that kind of technology. Like,
oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh wow. Okay. I don't know where to go from here. But basically, the military intervention that we're talking about, you think we should basically create our own first before we can help out?
yeah,
the
if we
people?
could. If we could. I mean, if you're going to go up against a significant US interest like the Israelis.
Yeah.
You know.
Okay.
Yeah.
But you know, one of the reasons why the US is also very rich is because because of their weapon companies.
Yeah.
Military contractors.
Because they provide like weapons to pretty much most countries.
And we keep
in
buying
fact,
them. We keep buying them.
A lot of countries are in war because of the weapons.
Yes.
Actually,
Mm-hmm.
so it's it's
That's why war is a very profitable business.
Yeah, exactly,
You know? It's in their
exactly.
interest to keep it going.
yeah.
Yep.
So that's why they're trying to keep the war ongoing as long as they can in Gaza.
Look at those bunker buster bombs that they dropped in Iran. Remember?
Oh, yeah,
With the
yeah,
B2
yeah.
with the star bomber. I think one of them was like 30,000 pounds, or something like that. Ridiculous. But I think it costs somewhere close to $1 billion to make one. You know, like
What?
one bomb.
What?
Wow.
So you imagine the kind of invoice that you'd be receiving after you drop 3 bombs. You know what I mean?
Oh man.
It's for sure in the hundreds of millions, for sure, per bomb.
Yeah.
So
So,
going back to the from
Intelligence.
intelligence thing.
yeah, right.
What exactly are we looking for? Like, I'm assuming like Mossad agents and stuff like that. But what exactly is sending off these indicators that there might be intelligence here? Increased intelligent
Is it just because of the increased support for Palestine?
Yeah.
Yes. They say espionage activities in Malaysia is remaining a persistent threat, which means that it has happened before. Is it been going on?
It happened before where there was those like somebody
North Koreans.
North Korea,
Oh,
at the airport. But even
yeah.
earlier this year, there was like what happened?
Yeah.
Earlier this year,
He was
there
caught with guns, right? Or something
Yeah,
like that.
there was somebody who
airport?
was arrested. No. People who there was an Israeli person here.
Right.
If I'm not mistaken, there was an Israeli, and they were buying guns.
Yeah.
I remember
Here?
somebody, in
Yes.
Cheras.
Yeah, I remember.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I vaguely remember. I mean, this did happen.
Oh wow.
Do
Earlier
not know
this
of
year.
this. Oh.
Yeah.
Earlier this year or late last year.
Oh.
I only know this because I did the
Right,
news.
right,
So I
right.
was
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
what?
yeah.
So it has happened. We have occurrences, like few
Yeah.
here and there already. But can I just say, I know this is weird.
Mm.
It makes me feel like, wow, we're important.
People are trying to infiltrate Malaysia.
whoa, Malaysia, we're on the world
Not
stage.
bad,
man.
lah.
Like,
Not bad,
Malaysia, we're like relevant.
We're relevant.
Yeah,
It increases
Oh my
our
God,
relevancy in the world.
You want to know about what's happening with us? Oh my God. Thank you.
Like we're so important enough. Like they want to send Mossad agents to us
Bro,
because we're
that's-
a big enough threat.
Yo,
Or
that's
something.
actually-
Our pro-Palestine support is like big enough
Yeah.
that we're a threat, and so that makes me feel like it's
I didn't even
self-important. You
think of
know,
it like that, but that's a good
I
point.
know I'm horrible, but
No, that's a good point.
Maju Malaysia,
What you
Majulah
What you
Malaysia.
Honestly, I don't think it's because of the Israel-Palestine thing. Nah.
What do you think it is?
I think it's mostly because of China.
I was gonna say South
Because
China
of our
Sea stuff.
deals with-
Yeah, South China Sea stuff.
Yeah.
Because China's nuts. Like they've been essentially building their own islands, you know, out in the South China Sea.
Yeah.
You know, like some are just off the coast of Taiwan, you know, just off the coast of Thailand even.
Yeah.
So like just off the coast of Singapore. So like I think that's what it is because like you said, like it's still one of the most significant trade routes in the world.
Yeah.
You know.
Unless Thailand
Especially
does
for
that canal
especially for
thing.
China.
Yeah.
Especially for China.
Especially for China, yeah.
Like they get all the oil from the Gulf, right? So
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Now we're going back into local news.
Okay.
Recently, a former minister of Malaysia, Rafizi Ramli, whose son was just attacked at a mall, recently came out with the statement that there was a whistleblower, basically, who mentioned he allegedly released the information of where Rafizi Ramli and his family was going to be, and that's when the attack happened. So Rafizi Ramli mentioned that the whistleblower was one of Anwar's former assistants, which was Farhash.
Oh,
Yeah.
interesting.
Yeah, so I mean, it's a terrible thing, to have your son being attacked in broad daylight like that. Basically he was
It's
injected.
such a scary way to.
Yeah, he was injected with a
God knows
needle,
what.
basically.
And he was, and he's 12.
He's 12.
He's
Yeah.
12.
Yeah.
That's very.
And
It's a change.
Yeah, anything could be in there, dude.
Yeah.
Like could be HIV.
Yeah. It's a syringe.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a
Anything.
syringe. Like, apparently he publicly, Rafizi Ramli, after the attack, he publicly named the politician Farhash Wafa Salvador Rizal. So, as the subject of his whistleblower
He's
meeting.
been in the news quite a lot over the years.
Farhash?
Right?
Farhash?
Yeah. Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Very.
Is he a
He's
businessman?
He's a business.
Sounds like a
he's a
businessman.
politician.
He's a political op. Proxy.
Also a business person.
That kind of thing, you know.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
he has a lot of these political ties. That kind of thing.
Fingers in
But
different
yeah,
cakes, like
yeah.
kind of thing.
And he's been around a lot, and always for questionable things. But I would say this is like the most serious thing that he's been ever linked to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mostly it's like white collar.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
No, but it's a bit, the timing is a bit suspicious because he just left sorry.
The cabinet.
The cabinet, yes.
Yeah.
He just left the
I think like
cabinet.
2 months ago.
Yes, literally
Yeah.
2 months ago. He came out with his own podcast where he's, I wouldn't say revealing secrets, but he has criticized a few policies and some of his former, colleagues on his podcast. And then 2 months after he left, this happened. So, it's the timing is a bit suspicious because, he was formerly in like part of the government.
He was in the circle.
Yeah, he's in the circle.
Yeah.
And then as soon as he left, this happens.
And he left, and it's an open secret, if at all, that he left because he was having disagreements with the top brass of the government, So like,
Do we know what disagreements those were?
not necessarily.
Not really.
Yeah, I think those were like behind closed doors kind of
Okay.
thing. But definitely big enough for him to resign.
Okay.
So
So it's not because he lost the
that was like
vice-
the trigger, like the excuse for
The
them to
deputy
do it.
Yes.
That was the
But
excuse.
the disagreements, the tension has been there for for the most part of the year.
Okay.
I think before he even lost the seat. You know. So
Yeah, and
What was Rafizi Ramli like? Because this seems very, if anything, these things don't happen in a vacuum. So what was Rafizi Ramli working on at this time? Like, was there something that he was going
No,
to
he
talk
wa-
about,
he
or
was-
policy or something?
as minister, he was like a de facto economics minister. You know, but
Anything recent that he might have been?
No, I don't think.
It's just like the 13 MP, the 13 Malaysia plan.
Okay.
That was what he was working on.
But
It's
nothing
like
like
policy-
nothing to
none-
expose anyone.
Not-
at
yeah.
least not out in
nothing
public
to
just
know of
yet.
lah.
But
Yeah.
he said that the attack happened a week after he had that whistleblower meeting.
Yeah.
Right.
So that's what he's saying.
that could be it then.
Yeah. But I was just, and then it's just interesting. If you're working to expose something, why is that information made public? Why would you talk about that?
Right.
Why would you talk about that?
Right.
That you're having a whistleblower meeting. Because if you want to expose something, you would keep everything completely under wraps
Right.
and a secret until you
Yeah.
are ready to explode that
Yep.
thing, right?
Right.
So I don't know. Of
So
course, I'm
clearly
just
he
thinking
was blowing the whistle on something.
that's what he's
Question
saying.
is what?
Yes, yeah.
Why he's blowing the
Question
whistle.
is what?
Yeah.
But then also, I don't know. I'm very skeptical of everything
Go ahead.
because like there's so many wayang here and there.
That's
you know,
right,
so
that's
of course I'm not. This is just my own conception of everything.
Right.
Maybe this is all just a ploy. Like it's all just a big story. It's just I
to
don't know where
cover-
it's
to
leading.
cover something else,
I have no
or-
idea. Like maybe like I don't know some. I don't know. Should I
Ramli's-
even being saying this? Like everything was staged.
Right.
Ooh.
Because it's like you have a whistleblower meeting
Ooh.
that, and then
okay.
suddenly like the next week your son, your 12-year-old son gets attacked.
Yeah.
Who's gonna attack a 12-year-old boy? I don't know. For me, like, this is just my, uninformed opinion.
Right.
In coming from but I'm thinking like it's just this events, this timeline seems very like
series of unfortunate events.
series of unfortunate events, and it just seems like very construed. Like it's very like
Yep. Well, a lot of things didn't make sense. Like who was gonna blow up?
and if you're working with a whistleblower, you wouldn't publicize that.
You really wouldn't.
You wouldn't talk.
Unless
really
it was
wouldn't.
leaked. Was that leaked by him?
He said it.
he said
Rafizi
it.
was the one who
Rafizi,
said it.
yep.
Oh,
Yeah,
like, but then he jadi a week after.
Yes.
So
Right.
it's like he is the one trying to create this story. I'm so sorry, Rafizi, if I'm buruk sangka, salah sangka. I'm just talking from a normal person.
Right. We're
of
just
how I
questioning.
view it.
We're just questioning.
I'm just questioning. I'm
something.
just seeing like it's just very odd.
Right.
This series of events.
Yes,
and if you're working to expose something, you would keep everything under wraps
Right.
rather than trying to say like, oh, okay, I have a whistleblower meeting, and then this happened to my son. So actually, the story is that somebody's targeting me and my
Right.
family.
Did he say the whistleblower meeting before the thing happened with the son or after the thing happened?
After.
After. Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah, to me
That's
it's interesting.
Yeah. So maybe for any of our audience members that are listening right now, you guys can do your research on it.
Yeah.
And come up with your own conclusion.
But we should talk about the fact that like an attack on a kid, especially on a political thing, it's a very rare thing to happen in this country.
Yeah.
Where we have a tendency, for one reason or another, I don't know if it's a culture thing or whatever, but Malaysia is a very docile country in terms of
Yes.
political action. So to do something, so there's this thing called the propaganda of the deed, the degree punya words. Propaganda of the deed is this idea that direct action is necessary for political change. Okay? And it is a very strange thing when a country that has a history of not having political action, even during very difficult times like emergencies and stuff like that nothing changes. And we are still, like, even Bersih was a calm, peaceful thing.
Yeah.
So the simple fact that there was an attack, not only on a person, on a child, which, did they say anything about, like, did they say anything before they attacked the child or what this was about, or it was purely an attack
No,
and then hit and run?
apparently broad daylight, grab
like
grab the
that.
child, inject. Ciao.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, that's
I don't think they even caught the guy who did it.
that's
No.
very
No.
unprecedented.
3 people. I think it was 3 people on a motorcycle.
Yes. Yes.
Well,
Yeah, that's
a lot of holes, huh?
it's a very, not even that, it's a very scary thing because it does, like I said, it doesn't exist in a vacuum. And when you're doing something like that, it kind of sets up alarms of like, okay, what are other people gonna do if you're willing to do this to a child? Because this hasn't happened before. Like the biggest thing we've had before this was, or like, okay, maybe not the biggest thing, but like one of the things was like the Atantuya stuff.
yeah.
And then that preacher who got kidnapped.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
That kind of behavior is not common in Malaysia.
Mona Fendi.
Mona Fendi, yeah.
Yeah.
That kind of behavior is not common in Malaysia. So when it does happen, we need to talk about like the consequences and the lead up to this. And it would be very interesting to talk to Rafizi Ramli, because if this was a whistleblowing thing and it was just a whistleblowing thing, then yeah, probably someone was feeling threatened and they were like, I'm going after your child because I know this will affect you. But if it wasn't a political thing and it was something else, maybe debt kappa, because we all know, loan sharks in this country have a history of that, then we also need to talk about this escalation of violence to children and to your families attached to it. Because Rafizi Ramli, and it should be stated, he is a public figure that has security. This is not just another guy who is, you can just grab and do anything to. It's so strange and it's a little scary that it's happening. And I don't know how to fully take this in.
Right.
Because what does this say about bigger things if bigger things go wrong?
Yeah.
You know? How long ago was this, by the way?
Couple of
The
weeks.
attack.
Yeah, the attack.
The attack was
Couple of weeks ago, right?
last week, I think.
Last week.
Yeah, last week.
Last week.
On like the 14th or something. I don't
Yeah.
know.
That's very recent.
Yeah,
very
maybe
recent.
2 weeks ago, I think, actually.
Okay.
Yeah, and speaking
okay.
of, a son of a minister in the news, There's also a son of a
Another
former
former
prime
minister.
minister
Yep.
that in the news recently, this individual, he was caught with drugs in his car at a routine stop, basically. And it also happened, this guy also happens to be the son of a
Former prime
former
minister.
prime minister.
It's the one that looks like a turtle.
What?
Okay.
The guy looks like a turtle,
Prime
or the prime
looks
minister?
like because we can't say the prime minister, but we all know if
Oh,
I say he
okay.
looks like a turtle.
Is he has a son
He has a son.
in his 20s?
In his 30s, 20s,
Yeah,
30s.
late
In his-
I think late
20s.
20s,
Okay.
early 30s.
Oh,
He
really?
looks a
Yeah.
bit like a turtle. His eyes are a bit.
Yeah, I know. I know.
You know which
Straight
one?
away.
Again?
Yeah, straight
exactly
away.
right. We all know which one.
Damn.
Oh goodness.
Tapi I don't know lah, like I think the son is a bit tawa. Like
Bro,
like
It's
your
strange,
dad's
man.
no longer the prime minister, you know.
Yeah.
You know, and he left not to say on bad terms, but no one was like holding him up as like some great prime minister that we've ever had, you know.
Yeah.
So like you don't really have that much cachet to be
Yeah.
to be doing these kinds of things. Yeah.
Yeah, you know.
And apparently they found like
And he wasn't even high when they caught him.
Yeah, yeah.
He wasn't high. He wasn't drunk. It was, I think, middle of the day
So why actually did they search him?
because he was driving erratically
Yes.
Why you
Recklessly,
drive-
in his Ferrari.
Really?
Yeah.
Alamak.
He
Yeah.
was driving erratically.
In a
Why are you
Ferrari.
looking
In a
for
Ferrari.
problem?
Yeah,
Exactly.
yeah, yeah.
Yes.
You could, but he had the stuff with him. Maybe he was on the way to go and shoot out with his friends, whatever.
And that was during the day?
Yeah.
Yeah. I think a late afternoon, something like that.
You would think that
it
would be
wasn't
the
even at
safer
night.
option,
Yeah.
yeah.
It wasn't even at night. It was definitely not at night. So it was, I know, man, ridiculous lah. Like it's so avoidable.
It's very.
If you were
Yeah.
in his position,
Yeah.
it's so avoidable.
Send it through Grab.
Whatever. You know?
I'm sorry, I don't
Oh,
know what
get
I'm
it.
saying.
Lala move or
Yeah,
whatever.
let
Yeah.
him move the
Lala
thing, you
move,
know?
yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I'm not suggesting anything.
Yeah, I know.
Giving
No, but
ideas.
okay, so this is part of a bigger topic that I wanted to talk about
Yeah.
because like we were talking about the sons of ministers, of like the children of important people
Okay.
doing whatever they want to do basically.
Mm.
And just a few weeks ago we had the case of Zara Qairina,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
which was also because alleged bullying by the children of a minister in Sabah,
Yep.
basically. So this is part of like a bigger problem, I think, because
Yeah.
like the children of these rich people, you can say, maybe
Powerful.
the,
Rich
the
and
powerful,
connected.
rich and
Powerful,
powerful
yep.
people, they've used to living in a condition where almost everything was handed to them.
Yeah,
Like,
entitled.
entitled. And sometimes when you go through this lifestyle, you don't get the same compassion and the same vulnerability as most other people do. So they tend to do whatever they want. They
You don't
feel,
get held accountable.
yeah, you don't
Yeah.
get held accountable.
Yeah.
Like, and anytime they want something, they get it. Anytime they're crying or whatever, oh, it's okay. You know what? I'll get you something else. Daddy will get you something. Mommy will get you something. So this is part of the problem, I think, because like with the case of Zara Qairina, I mean, obviously they're all still young, but it's something that it's the what do you call it? Impunity for these people.
Impunity, yeah.
For them to just do whatever they want and not care about other people, causing problems for other people. And it's
I
not nice.
know. It's unfortunate, yes. I share that sentiment, but okay, I think that and I'm saying this from personal experience, that the people who screw up, who are in this position and then screw up in some way or the other, most of them are black sheep of the family. In my experience, like they all have siblings, they all have other they all have other sons and daughters of wealthy, powerful people who are not screw ups in that way. You know, so like I think it gets highlighted when one of these get into it simply because they are the son, daughter of so and so. But to be honest with you, I know of a few of them that even royalty who are very, very, very well-mannered people who are very, very... And I would say even the majority of them are. It's just that some of them are just, you know, beyond saving.
No, I mean, you would think that being the children of these rich and powerful people, you have been trained to talk a certain way, to behave a certain way. Not just like some kid that was not raised with manners, you know what I mean?
You would think, but it's not as... I don't think it's as clear-cut as that, you know? I think that is the assumption of people that have not been in that position, I would say. But if you get to know some of these people, like, I think if you honestly, in my experience, most of these people, they're actually really nice. They're actually really, really nice, really well mannered, and it's just a few of the ugly ducklings that give them all a bad name. You know, simply because they're powerful, you know, they get lumped in there with them. But it's unfortunate, but I agree. These guys abuse the positions that they are afforded. You know,
Have you?
I have a point on that.
Okay.
I think because I have also friends who are powerful, connected with their names and such. Correct the black sheeps. There is a tendency for the black sheeps to get caught because they're messy. I know people who are very well mannered, who are not as entitled as you would expect, but who have a very good way of cleaning their up. And that's the main. That's the thing. I really don't think I would like to say a majority of them are good people and everything.
but we all have our vices.
But we all have their vices, and the problem is, and this has always been my problem, is that as good of a person as you can be, the simple fact that you have an option to get your stuff clean makes you different. Because that's not an option for people. That's not an option for normal people. The simple fact that you have that ability to get stuff clean makes you a different way. It makes you act a certain way. So even with this, even the fact that he wasn't high at the time, the fact that he was driving erratically in a Ferrari is saying something. And he might be the black sheep of the family. But I would argue that there's probably a really good son of that prime minister who's done much worse. He just knows how to hide it a lot better.
Right.
Totally.
There's a fair argument.
Kan?
There's a fair argument.
Because
Totally.
I really think, and this is kind of a wider cultural thing, our attitude to hierarchy and structure and class in this country, we like to associate it like, oh, it was a British thing, you know, their class system is something we inherited. No, man, we had Palace Malay before anyone did. We had classes of who was who, how we can speak to them better patik sebelum all of this. Our idea of this person is above me, this person is below me is so entrenched into our society. This is not something that we can... Unless we talk about, because let's be real here, there are three things we cannot talk about on air, in public, and all these things.
The three R's.
The three R's. These three things are so embedded into our culture. The simple fact that we cannot have that conversation is detrimental to our development as a nation.
Yes.
100%. So I remember this is like so long ago, and I wish I could cite the study. But I remember, I think I was like, this is in the early 2000s, before 2010. There was a study done. It was measuring the level of the population's that's why I said I wish. No, not depravity. we don't win on that, unfortunately. But happy with inequality. Happiness with inequality, like okay with it, okay with having a hierarchy, and that, you know, there's a class that tunduk patuh and everything. Tunduk patuh. I think so, and then a class where everyone's the ruling class. Malaysia ranked highest in the world. Malaysia ranked highest with how exactly. When I read that, I was just like, oh my god, this is my nation. We're 100%. Like we're so,
even more royalist than the Brits nowadays.
Yeah.
If you think about it.
I know people who are like more for the British monarchy than for our monarchy, you know.
Some of those too. Some of those too.
No, really.
No,
So,
I don't know. Like for me, I don't like to criticize when this kind of happens, because it's like it's just another way of showing that these are actually normal.
They are normal, and that's the thing. It's like at the same time, like when you
too.
black sheep
Yeah,
of the
yeah.
family. It's like a cry for help.
Yeah.
You
Well,
know?
okay.
It's like
If you want to
maybe-
psychoanalyze it,
maybe.
I'm not gonna go that far. I don't give. I don't care. I just embrace the depravity. I
Okay,
love it.
okay,
I
okay.
love it because
You're like,
this
yes,
is
you
for
are
your
just
ass.
like
because
us.
these guys are
You have the
supposed to
same
be
weaknesses.
so prim and proper all
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, now you show your true colors. I love that. I love that.
I think that's true. I think the issue I have with it is that correct, they are just like us. I don't appreciate that they are running by different rules than us.
Agree.
They
Yeah.
are running.
Agree.
Of course.
There are rules that just don't apply to them.
They don't really care. They don't think
really
about
care.
it.
Yeah.
So like things like jail time, things like things like, oh, if I call the right person, this
I'm
police
out.
officer is fine.
Yeah.
Yep.
That changes things. Of course, they're not like us, and I'm not going to sit here and say like you deserve to be treated like. No, you've gone through your stuff, and I'm not going to play some oppression Olympics here. But at the same time, you're not being held to the same standards
Yep.
that all of us are, and that's not a good thing.
This
That's
guy
not
is
good.
probably not going to be held.
No,
No.
he's
Yeah.
probably gonna be fine. He's gonna be
Yeah.
doing smack in a few weeks from
Yeah.
now.
Yep.
And
You really think you can get away like? Then why did they arrest him in the first place?
For sure.
For
sure.
sure.
They're doing.
And then?
They're doing a job.
I mean,
They're doing their work, right? You're some VIP in a Ferrari and you still get pulled over on a random
Yeah,
stop.
that would be fair.
Yeah.
yeah, that would be fair, and
But
everyone's like, "Well
what
done,
happens
well done." Yeah,
afterwards?
what happens afterwards?
That's a whole different story.
Yeah.
Like some judge is gonna get a call. You think some judge that's going to possibly
It's like 3 grams.
that's not little, man.
That's not a
No,
little
no,
amount.
still,
3 grams, like.
but some
That's
judge
like-
that's
isn't
going
that
to preside
trafficking
over the
amount
trial
or something?
is just going to be
I
told
don't
like
know.
it's not worth going forward. Drop the charges, whatever. What's gonna happen?
Let's see.
It's a victimless crime.
I would
no
love
one,
to see.
no one,
I would
no
love
one
to
got
see
hurt.
I would
Yeah.
love to see it. I would
Yeah.
love to. No, because honestly, I agree. I agree that if anything,
We wouldn't be surprised, but
Yeah.
at the same
Yeah.
time, you want to have like some faith, like
Something,
something
bruh.
will, yeah.
yeah. Because I'm of the opinion that if you do drugs, I'm of the opinion that if you do drugs, it's a victimless crime, and you should be treated like a patient and like who has a medical problem.
Yeah.
I am of
Right.
that opinion.
Right.
However, if we're going to exist in this system where people get criminalized and you get sent to life before this point, death
Then he
penalty,
should be sent to life too.
then you did what you did,
Yep,
bro.
yep,
So
yep.
like, what is this double standard now?
Yep,
Because what
We're
he-
famous for it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
So
Their
for
life
Smith-
is worth more than ours or
yeah.
something?
Ooh,
In Malaysia, it is, I guess.
in Malaysia it is. Some people get away
Yeah.
with murder, man.
All right. So earlier, Irfan mentioned the fact that there are 3 things that we cannot talk about, the 3 R's, right? And I don't know if you guys saw this recently in the news, but there was this. She's a migrant activist.
Okay.
And she recently, on the 19th of August, the Court of Appeal decided on a lawsuit that she brought against them, which challenges Section 233 of the Miscommunication and Multimedia Act that criminalizes posting anything as offensive or annoying online. So what that means is, if anyone were to post anything online now, they won't be charged with either being offensive or annoying. So an example that I can give you guys is that, as Irfan and I were from the comedy scene, so there's this, something
It's like
a-
basically everything you say is offensive and annoying.
yeah, basically.
So
That's
let's-
how you make money.
Yeah.
So a few years ago, there's this comedy house called Crack House.
Crack House.
Comedy
Yep,
Club.
we all remember
Yeah,
that story.
Yeah, so you guys remember that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the thing that got the Crack House to close was the fact that there was a woman that she did an open mic.
Supposedly
basically.
Muslim.
Supposedly Muslim. She was wearing like the hijab and the I don't know if she's wearing
Jubah.
the jubah or
Tak, pakai
kebaya.
tudung, pakai baju
Yeah.
kurung. Yes.
Yes, pakai baju kurung and the,
Baju kurung,
the
yes,
hijab.
that's
Yes, and throughout the set, she started to reveal more and more until eventually
Undress.
she
Yeah.
basically undressed herself as part of her.
She was wearing a spaghetti strap, by the way. She wasn't
Yeah,
naked.
yeah.
She was
Yeah,
wearing a
yeah,
spaghetti
yeah,
strap
yeah,
with a skirt.
yeah.
Yes.
But that was her
Yeah.
set basically, and someone recorded that.
Yeah,
and
her
posted
husband
that
recorded
online.
that.
Her husband
So
recorded
I
that.
was there that night.
Oh.
yes.
Oh, okay.
I was. Her husband recorded that. We did not know the husband was recording that, and actually that night itself, they were banned from the Crack House because they had. So to be honest, the husband had made significantly worse jokes, in my opinion, than her.
Oh.
But that was not recorded.
That same night.
That same night.
Oh, okay.
Because it was an open mic night. It was an open mic
Okay.
night. So they got 3 minutes each.
Okay.
And then they got banned because they were making some interesting comments. The husband even said before he went on stage to me, "I'm not on my meds, bro. I feel amazing," which is great. It's fantastic to say. And then that night they were banned, and then a few months later that video came up.
Yeah.
So if that happened now with the current court case, what would be
so the reason why this was a big case is because the government was the one that was able to decide as what is annoying and offensive.
Right.
So now anyone can just post it, but no, they cannot be charged with being annoying or offensive anymore.
So essentially the Supreme Court just null and voided that law?
No, it's
what
just
they
it's
they
just
just removed those terms, is it?
it's just less repressive. It's less
Okay.
how do you say?
Removes ambiguity because
Because anything can be
offensive.
offensive
anything
or
is-
annoying.
anything can- yes.
Yeah.
So for some people it can be funny, for some people
Yep.
it's offensive. So it's not gonna be like, just because someone says it's offensive, or now
You can be charged for
you
it.
can be charged because it's offensive.
Yeah.
So now
That's
we
good.
have, I would say, a better freedom of speech,
Okay.
maybe, because of the whole.
That's great. Malaysia moving in the right direction.
Yeah.
Great.
So
Well
that's
done.
great. So we
Great.
That's
actually
really
gotta
good.
thank
It's
this.
actually really, really good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Great.
Thank this activist.
Yeah. So this
girl.
activist, her name was Heidi Kwa.
Oh,
Heidi Kwa.
Thank you,
yeah.
Heidi.
Heidi Kwa. What
Yes.
happened with her? Huh? That sounds familiar.
Yeah, so I mean, she's been working in human rights in Malaysia
Okay,
for the
okay,
last
okay.
13 years.
Okay.
Heidi,
So,
come on.
Yeah, please come on the show. I DM'd
We
you,
would
but
love to
you
talk
did not
to you.
reply.
We'd love to talk to you about it.
Come on. These guys are a riot.
All right, so we have 2 more news to cover quickly before we end the show.
Okay.
So the first one is our sports and youth minister Hannah Yo. She recently announced that there's no plans basically for us to be bringing back F1 to this country.
Damn.
Because apparently the cost is a lot.
Yeah.
It's like phenomenal.
It's a
phenomenal
Liberty
amount, bro.
media.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's like something along the lines of like 300 million a year
Yeah.
or something
300,
like
And we were
400
promised at least $1 billion in return a year
Yes.
for the
Yeah,
300 million
Correct.
investment, and we never got closer.
Yeah.
Everyone that was showing up were everyone that worked for Petronas.
Yeah.
No one else was there. Holy fuck.
Because
That was so bad.
let's be real here, F1 is an expensive sport.
Yeah.
It's a very expensive sport. And I don't think a lot of people, it doesn't match the interest in Malaysia as much as we like to think, or at least not enough to buy tickets to show up.
The
and
tickets were
enter.
because it was so like
Expensive.
grandstand tickets. I remember back in the day it was like 1,500.
Yeah.
Oh,
You
yo,
know,
yeah.
so-
That's
Back
not
when the
worth it.
1,005 was wow.
Wow,
Yeah.
wow.
You know?
So
Yeah.
I mean, you were right. I mean, when I went there, it was free.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
because like we just got tickets.
Yeah.
Right.
I would not have. I was like
Yeah.
14.
No one was
or
paying 15,000
you know?
to go for a
Yeah,
paddock pass, you know?
exactly.
Yeah.
No one was doing that. Yeah.
And,
So-
and it's not exactly like a spectator sport too. It's like you pay so much money and then you're like,
Yeah. Yep. Yep.
okay, you know,
But
you
it's
wait,
It's
amazing
way
to
better on
watch.
TV. It's way better on
Yeah,
TV.
it's way
Yeah,
better on TV.
it's
That's-
it's-
yeah.
It's not even close.
You might as well just watch it on TV rather
Yeah.
than spending
Yeah.
like
Agreed.
thousands
You
of
like
ringgit.
F1?
I adore F1. I've been
Oh,
watching
wow.
F1 since I was like 8 years old
Same.
in London.
Same.
So
Big fan.
I
So I'm sure-
love F1.
But I am also of the camp that I don't think we should host it.
No, we shouldn't because we can't host it to the level that it would make us look good.
Yeah.
That's the thing. Because if you go to F1 in other countries, it's
Oh,
not
yeah,
just
yeah.
about the race.
Yeah.
It's about the side activities.
Yeah.
You know, when you're walking down the grandstand and you have this activation, you have that activation. There's so many activities. People
Yep.
don't just go to watch
And we tried.
people go around.
We tried towards the end.
It was
but we just couldn't sustain it.
we just couldn't
it was
we
sustain
couldn't have
it.
Beyonce performing every
And
year.
it's about the concerts. It's
Yeah.
about
You can't have that.
it's the whole like
It's a whole shebang.
carnival.
You don't have that Singapore money,
we don't
man.
we
That
don't have
Singapore
it,
dollar, yeah.
and it would just be like money down the drain. So I love F1, and I would and like a lot of F1 fans,
Yeah.
all the commentators, the drivers, they love Sepang circuit.
Yeah, yeah,
Every
yeah.
single
Yeah,
time
they
that they
do,
mention
they do.
Sepang,
Yes.
I'm like
Yes.
my heart like explodes. You
Yeah,
know when I
yeah.
hear that. and they would love to come back here, but it just does not
It's
make
just
sense.
not
doesn't make
feasible.
sense.
we just
no-
don't
no
have that
economic
money. The money is
sense.
just spent to Palestine.
Yeah,
200.
bro.
I would prefer that.
Boy.
There you go.
Let's go.
Yes, I agree with you, Han. So, but you know what is funny? It's just like this news keeps popping up. I mean, berapa kali like, F1 is gonna come back.
Yeah.
Oh, but berapa kali like
No.
this happens like I think every year
Can-
because
Yeah.
people are
I
just
think Malaysians just wanna be able to say that we host F1.
Yeah.
But we can celebrate something, lah. I think that's the thing.
yeah,
Yeah.
something that's on the world stage that makes us
Yeah.
look cool.
We still have MotoGP though.
We do have
Yeah,
MotoGP.
MotoGP.
Yeah,
MotoGP is
that was
pretty good.
fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's not as big as the
F1?
F1.
Yeah.
no.
And Mossad have intelligence agents in here now. So that's
Exactly.
nice. yeah. So it's like
We are
we're special.
recognized.
Yeah,
We're
we're relevant. We're relevant.
Yeah. Super relevant now.
Yeah.
Okay. One last news before we
Boleh.
end the show. So this was something that recently happened in Johor. It's not something that is quite common actually because we Malaysia we sort of pride ourselves as our country being on the equator line, so we don't really have a lot of natural
We are
disasters.
outside the Pacific Ring of
Yeah,
Fire. Yeah.
you were outside.
Yeah.
But recently, there was a earthquake in Johor actually.
Literally.
4.4 magnitude, basically. So I mean, like, it's not something that happens a lot in Malaysia. So because we pride ourselves in being a safe country where it's the worst
It's
thing.
like we're the chosen people.
yeah, we are.
Like we're the luckiest country in the world.
Like Mossad agents trying to infiltrate us. You know what I mean?
Bro.
Everyone wants something. From
Everyone
us.
wants
Yeah.
us.
No,
but low-key, we kind of are though. We got it good.
Yeah,
Oh,
we
no,
do.
we do.
We do.
We totally do.
Yeah.
100% we
Yeah.
are.
Wait.
So good, man.
So much better.
Look at the Philippines.
Don't go to Europe, man.
Yeah,
Don't go to
yes,
the-
yes.
don't
Look
go
at
to
the
States.
Philippines.
Yeah.
Six
I mean,
typhoons a month.
we
Like,
are.
kidding me?
Yeah,
Sorry, Jeff.
there was one typhoon that just hit yesterday or something, right?
Philippines?
Yeah.
Was it
Goddamn.
Philippines? No, I don't know.
I'm not too sure
Taiwan,
about the typhoon, but I know it's the
I saw it on the
yeah.
news.
It's part of Indochina.
Tagi, something.
It's
Sorry.
like the rainy season right now.
Yeah,
so,
yeah. So
Yeah.
we do have it good, but
Yeah, so
That's very
basically, some has mentioned the fact that the reason why there's an earthquake in Johor is because basically the world, not just Malaysia,
Yeah.
we are
Shifting?
slowly shifting. And then eventually, according to some reports, Malaysia eventually, maybe in the process of thousands of years or millions of years, I'm not sure, but we will eventually move to the Ring of Fire.
Ring of Fire.
Yes.
That would make sense.
This is only logical, no?
Yeah.
Like this is what happened to Pangaea.
Yeah, so right now we are in a good period of time, I would say, in Malaysia before, like, I don't know, 100 years from now,
Starts
yeah,
happening.
starts happening, yeah. So,
Also,
it's,
4.4 is like, it's not
Yeah.
a lot.
God tickling your balls.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
that's all
got
it
tickling
is.
your balls, which is nice.
Yeah.
It's nice to be remembered. But like, also Johor, like, are there any Johorians here? Are you Johorian?
Family. Yeah, hardcore.
Okay, all right.
Oh, okay.
No, you go for it, go for it, go
You
for
wanted
it.
to talk something
No,
about...
please, please, please.
You wanted
Johor
to say
tries
something
be-
about
Yeah,
Johorians.
because Johor tries
go,
to
go,
be
go, go.
special. Wei. I don't like
We are
this.
special.
No, you're not though.
During when the British were here, there was something about Johor. We were the ones who never had something when the
Really?
British were here.
Oh yeah, advisor. Never had an
Yeah,
advisor.
yeah. We
Oh,
never had
okay.
advisor. Johor
Oh, wow.
retained their sovereignty
Oh my
throughout
Never
the
had
whole
an
period.
advisor, yeah. And because of
By
that,
selling-
suddenly they're the
Thank
Texas
you.
or
Yeah, by
fucking
selling
Malaysia,
out
right?
the
Yeah.
rest of Malaysia to
Yeah,
us.
dude.
We all had to suffer because Johor was like, no, I don't want to be conquered.
Yeah.
You're like the Thailand of
Yeah,
Malaysia.
I nak luaskan
And
kuasa.
they were
Kuasa.
like, yeah, and the British didn't care what you guys wanted. Anyway, we're going to put one here, right across
sorry,
in
go on,
Singapore.
yeah,
No,
Johor.
because it's just because this 4.4 earthquake. I don't know, man. I saw this. The only reason I'm this like not angry, but a little like peeved about it is because I saw this video of this warung ke mama where they had the tables on the chairs. It was closed. They had the tables on the chairs at an angle, right?
Okay.
It's a very
Like
very,
stacked up, is
very-
it?
No, it's not even
Oh.
stacked up, but just like leaned onto the
Oh,
table. You know,
okay.
like when it's
Okay.
closed.
Oh, okay.
Which is a very like. It's not the most
It's
secure.
not stable,
It's
yeah.
not stable.
Yeah.
The earthquake happened. The chair didn't move.
Oh,
Right.
okay.
Bro, I've done that with my hand.
Okay.
I've had it move with my hand.
Uh-huh.
The earthquake did nothing, guys. Why is this in the news?
Yeah.
Why?
What's
it's
the big
because
deal,
Because
God?
I understand on a basic level that yes, there was an earthquake, it was registered. But also, Johor, shut the
Yeah, no one died,
Shut
right? No one died.
No one got
got
You're
injured.
just deep off in
Oh.
Johor.
No, seriously, I'm just like, oh, look, Lao Laksa is like
It's way
spaghetti.
funnier because he looks like how
Our
he looks.
spaghetti, our
You know?
spaghetti, our laksa is the best.
It's called spaghetti. It's colonized. It is literally colonized.
So
I love
laksa Johor is basically just spaghetti.
It
It's
is.
spaghetti.
It's
It's
spaghetti.
spaghetti.
You know the broth is super good. Ikan parang.
Maybe
takes forever
everything
to
else
make
is not
it.
spaghetti, but the me is
Oh,
spaghetti.
okay,
dude.
fair enough.
Look,
It's-
man, Kelantan hasn't had clean water for years, and all I'm saying is you guys got used to it. Okay,
That's true.
Johor got
Yeah.
one small earthquake. Oh no! Shut up! lah. What is
Betul,
this?
betul. I can
We
agree
got
with
we
you.
got flooded last year. Y'all tak kisah pun. Allah, the Kelantanese deserve it. Where are the things saying that the Johor earthquake happened, bro? This is because the LGBT agenda. Where is that? That happens all the time. Every
wants to
time
bring us up.
that happens all the time. Every single time there is a disaster.
I am in
Everyone's
full
like, need
agreement
liberal
with Irfan.
agenda.
Full
Need
agreement.
Thank you, bro.
Full
Need
agreement.
liberal agenda, need LGBT agenda. Tapi kat Johor, oh no, this is not that. Just like bro, Johor, y'all be as well. Let's
Yeah,
not
man.
do this.
So many gays in Johor.
So many gays in Johor. I've
So
been a
many gays.
JB. I've seen it. We see you
Why
guys.
do you think it's called
okay.
JB?
Why do you think?
Wait,
why
what
is it
does
called
JB stand for?
Oh, sorry. I cannot say that. Continue.
Wait, what?
Continue. I can't say that on air. I'll tell
Wait,
after.
you just swore like a bunch of times.
You can say
but
it, don't
then-
just beep it
because
out.
we're
Someone's gonna
JB
beat me.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
no,
she
our
can't
producer
beat
will
the
hit
JB.
us.
Yeah.
Oh,
Producer will hit us.
yeah.
No, but Johor, man,
Yeah.
I appreciate it, but at the same time, I'm like, guys, maybe, just tone it back. Just tone it back.
Because they were complaining about the earthquake or something. Or they were trying to make it into like such a big deal.
Yeah.
Or like,
International
oh my
incident.
God.
International incident.
Like, there's just a lot.
Really?
Yeah.
It's interesting that something that when it happens somewhere else, it's always like, oh, this is punishment for something. When the natural disaster happens, it's punishment for something. There has been no cause of that, and I understand. No one got hurt, no one died, but also JB, hey, maybe I don't know. Maybe you have too many gay people. I don't know. I don't agree. I think love is love.
Love is great.
Love is great.
Yeah.
If you want to do that, please do. Go ahead. Have as many orgies as you want. JB, I'll get it. You're near Singapore. So I understand. I'm
Geylang.
Kelantanese, bro. We go across the border just to have some fun and then we come back. But that one not okay. Bro.
No one judge.
No one judge.
In
No one
Kelantan,
judge.
surprisingly, when you do that, no one judge.
No one judge. We understand. But
No one
all
judge.
of y'all,
You pay RM1, you go on a rough, you cross the border, all good. No IC, no nothing, no passport, so nothing.
Really?
Relax. Yeah.
I mean, you're not supposed to lah. But
okay.
you
But
can.
no
yeah,
one
yeah.
judges. There's no cops.
you could
There's
do
no
it.
coast
You could
guard.
do it.
There's no nothing. That's literally how
There's-
everyone does
it's-
it.
Kelantan's border to Thailand is surprisingly porous.
Okay.
Surprisingly porous.
And we don't have a problem.
Yeah, Kedah and Perlis is quite intense, but Kelantan is surprisingly porous.
We don't recommend you guys actually doing it.
Do it, bro. I don't
No,
care.
do it, bro. Kelantanese do it all the time.
Kelantanese
It's
just do it,
normal.
bro. Kelantan. Bro, before we have Bangsa Johor, we have Bangsa Kelantan. That's all I'm saying, siap. That's all I'm saying. Kelantan.
All right.
Voodoo. Sorry.
Kau ni voodoo tu.
Bro, I love voodoo.
All right. I guess that's all the time we have left, unfortunately. Would love to talk to you guys more about this, but this was
More
a
about
good.
Johor?
Sorry?
I can go on about Johor.
Oh no!
If he's done, I can go on.
He wanted to talk about Johor. I wanted to talk about Kelantan.
Oh.
Yeah, but
can
it's
talk-
okay.
we can talk about Kelantan.
We can talk about it some
Kelantan.
other time. We can talk about
Kelantan's
it some
whack, dude.
Hey.
You know.
Whoa.
Okay, wait.
You know-
Let's start.
You know they got
Let's not start.
huts. You know they got huts that you can go at party at in Kelantan.
That's what.
Really?
Huts?
Okay.
What do you
Huts
mean?
like
What are you
Pondo.
talking about? Pondo.
Like huts that are actually bars. You know, like reggae bars or Babylon in Langkawi, right?
Yeah.
But they have like in the middle of the
Dekat
jungle.
pantai. You mean like in the middle of the forest?
Yeah.
Bro, that's just a normal thing.
Yeah.
lah. Let's not, come on. lah.
Yeah, because you can't drink
Dude,
openly,
bro,
If you,
that's-
especially if you're Muslim.
Yeah, that's
And
a
even
normal
the-
thing in
yeah.
most of Malaysia, actually.
Even the
I would
Chinese
say it's
and the
most of the
Indians don't really indulge in public.
Yeah.
You know,
It's a
in
very
Kelantan.
private thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
And
get
there
together.
are bars. There are
Yeah,
bars in
yeah.
Kelantan. We're like outside the
Wow.
Pondo in KB, you can find it.
Non-licensed kind of
Yeah.
thing.
You guys are gonna get these places shut down.
No, nobody knows where they are.
Nobody
Okay,
knows where they are.
It's in the middle of the
Bro,
jungle.
the cops in Kelantan are useless.
Dude, they sell tuak by the roadside.
I have seen. No, they sell ni.
Tuak nipah.
Tak apa nama dia.
Nira.
Nira.
Yeah, Nira also, yes.
okay.
Yeah,
Which
yeah.
isn't alcoholic. It's fermented, but it's not alcoholic.
Yeah.
It's not.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's not.
It's like apple cider vinegar
but it's the reason,
kind of thing.
it's the reason
Okay.
uncles love tapai. Because it gets to a point where it's alcoholic and they're
Yeah.
like, oh, I love tapai. And it's just like, uncle, you've had 7. You can't stand. But
There's this one ubi that they fry in Kelantan. When you eat it, it tastes very, very surprisingly close to wine, red wine.
Ooh.
Yeah, yeah. It's really weird, but it's like Kelantanese do it. They sell it like with goreng pisang and all that.
What's this?
You know, it's like an ubi.
Ubi.
Is there a name for it?
Fried
There
ubi.
probably is. I'm not Kelantanese enough to know.
Okay.
Yeah.
Alright, okay. We need to talk about this.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think
Does it have any effects?
No.
Oh, okay.
No,
gets
it
you
just
drunk.
tastes like red wine. No, it doesn't.
Oh,
Oh,
it doesn't
okay.
get
It
you
just
drunk.
tastes
oh,
like
okay.
it.
That was the
Okay.
point.
Then? Who drinks alcohol for the flavor? Right.
I do.
Connoisseur.
Serious
Wine
Oh,
connoisseur.
no, I don't.
No.
Haram,
Oh my
brother.
God, haram. It's haram, guys.
BJ
Haram.
sayang.
Cannot.
Okay, alright, whatever.
Cannot.
Whatever, yes, we're a haram
Alright.
podcast. From us, sure.
Haram.
Alright, whatever. I look like a gejala
Masya
social, but
Allah.
sure.
Haram.
All right, this was our 40th episode and
Hope you
possibly
guys
our
enjoyed
last episode.
Yeah, we
I just-
talked. Oh God,
If
what did I say?
Jakim was watching.
Yo, I've been
Johor
yeah.
is coming for us,
Forget-
Kelantan is
Maybe-
coming for us,
Yeah.
the
Rafizi
Mossad
Ramli
is
is
coming
coming
for
for
us.
Who did we talk
Speculation.
good about?
No one, actually.
No, we said we looked good.
We look
Yeah,
good.
We look like the Malaysian
we look
flag.
great.
Yes, we look
Yes,
good.
we
At
do.
least, yeah.
And none of us are doing heroin.
Yes.
3 grams.
Yes.
Betul.
Yeah.
Betul.
And-
His name is no.
All right.
All right. And on, yes, we gotta end this.
You have to end this.
And on that note, thank you guys for watching. It's been lovely. Thank you guys, Irfan and also Nikki for being part
Thank
of
you
the show.
guys. It was
Thank
awesome.
Thank you for having us.
And
And
as
thank you
usual-
for 40 guys.
Yes, thank you for 40
Producers,
episodes.
Mel.
Mel, Doris, Fee, and also Lisa. Yes. And to Adam also. Adam,
yes.
Adam, the
Adam
producer.
Sulaiman.
The
Yes.
first man.
Yeah, the guy that pretty much
sorry.
greenlit everything.
Right.
So thank you guys for watching. If you guys have anything that, if you guys think we should talk about anything, let us know in the comments. If you think that we should invite guests on the show, please let us know. And thank you guys for watching. We'll see you at the next one. Bye bye.
Let's go.